Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com where you get all your sex information. It's your daily sex info place to go for everything you need to know. Okay, you can call us anytime today, 415-992-7392, and we will answer your questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like to address. So I'm here with Menace. We've both been away for a little bit.
No, this is the longest we've been apart for a while.
It makes me really sad. I missed you every day.
Yeah, but we needed a vacation from each other.
We did, but now I appreciate you so much more.
Because you were going to kill me.
I was going to kill you. No, I wasn't really going to kill you.
So you went to Michigan.
Yeah, I went to Michigan. It was awesome. It was so good to be with the family. And I kissed a boy.
No. Backtrack.
I know you'd want to know about that.
It's not that
My family
simple.
was awesome. I'll tell you about it. But my family was great. It was so good to be with my nieces. It was really fun. And, when I go home to Michigan, I don't have any friends there really anymore because I moved away a long, long time ago. And so I usually am just with my family. I'm like go back and forth from like my brother's house with my nieces to my mom's house, back and forth. But then my friend's coming home and I got fixed up on a date.
Who fixed you up?
My friend Lisa and my friend Amy, 2 friends. So they were always like trying to fix me up, right? And I'm like, oh, there's no one in Michigan. Like either I've dated them or someone's dated them or whatever. I haven't lived there in a long time. But there was this one guy who I had a crush on when I was like younger, when I was like 10.
Okay.
And until I was like older, like 18 or something. And then he dated my roommate and then I didn't have a crush on him anymore. But anyway, the point is, it was just coincidence.
Did you go to high school with this guy?
No, but I went to summer camp with him for like 8 years. Okay. And I went to fifth grade. I had fifth grade and sixth grade. Fifth grade through 8th grade. Sat next to him on the first day of 5th grade and had a crush on him, like in 5th grade.
Yeah, but he never gave you a chance back then? Now
No.
you're giving him a chance now?
Yeah, why not?
Why would you do that?
Why would I not give? What do you mean?
No, he didn't try to get after you back then.
I was 10.
No, until you were 10? No,
Yeah,
you said
but it
you
was
were
like,
in,
14.
your teens.
Yeah, he said that apparently we did kiss once, but I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said on our date. So my friends were like, oh my God, David's divorced. Do you want to go out with him? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I think he's really, I always had a thing for him. So we went out on a date, two dates.
How'd the date go?
So the date went really well. We went to dinner. We caught up. It was very natural. It was very, very comfortable. And yeah, we had a really great connection.
No, where'd you go? What did you do?
We went to dinner.
Like, come on.
We went to dinner in Birmingham, which is in Michigan, a little town, and we had just had dinner. And then he went to show me his house that he's building.
Oh, he's showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, here's
did
the
he
house.
show you the master bedroom?
He did?
Yeah.
Did you guys make out in the
Hold
car?
on
No.
one second. We'll get to you in a second.
Yeah, you guys have to know these voices. Yeah.
Hold on one second. So he went to his house that he's building.
Right.
You sure that this was his house that he was
You
building?
think he was just like finding a
Yeah,
house
yeah.
that was under construction?
Guys
He goes,
do that.
he's like, make it right here. There's a house under construction. We can go look at it, and I'll pretend it's mine. So you'll think that's really hot, and then you'll
Guys do
suck my
that.
penis.
Did you see the paperwork for the house? Or
You wanted me to ask him for like the title or something or whatever it's called?
Yeah, he could just pull up to any.
No, I know him. He's not lying that it's his house. That's just the way your twisted mind thinks.
No, I'm just saying you should have checked this dude's background. Why is he getting a divorce? Did he talk about that?
Yeah.
Why is that happening?
Does
Does he have kids?
Yes, 2 kids.
Okay.
And he had an affair.
Oh, sounds like somebody you'd be into.
Exactly.
Okay.
It happens, you know? And so we talked about that and that he had apparently had an affair and cheated on his wife, and she found out and through the cell phone, of course. I was like, cell phone? He's like, how'd you know? I'm like, dude, that's the way everyone finds everything else.
Yeah.
Just delete your text messages.
Sounds
Would
like
have saved you a lot of heartache.
Sounds like a quality guy.
I know, that's what my mom said. She's like, don't get emotionally attached. But that's how she talks. So anyway, it's like a Michigan, New York accent. But we ended up having a good time, and he's still cute. You know those people that you had a crush on when you're younger, and then you see him again, and you still like kind of have feelings?
Yeah.
So then we went to his house, and I guess we kind of kissed for the first time in his house. Which might not be his house.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it was fun. We caught up, whatever. But there was definitely like chemistry, so it was good.
All right.
It's been a while. I haven't told you in a while. So now he's coming out to visit.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Are
he
you
is. He's coming to
serious?
visit.
Can he be on the show? That'd
Yes.
be amazing. I'd love to talk to him about his cheating life.
Wow, no, I don't think he wants to talk about that on the air.
Why not?
But you could talk to him about other things, like going out with me on a date or something, because I'm sure
That's
you love
boring.
grilling
I
out.
don't care about that.
Oh, menace. But yeah, so that's everything that happened. So it was a really good trip. But besides that, it was fun, family.
So
yeah.
when's this guy coming out?
I don't know.
Don't know.
We talked about it. Maybe he'll come out soon. He's like, I really want to come visit. I'm like, great, come visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got one guy that you might fall in love with.
I don't know about that.
You said you were in love with him at one time, right?
I was had a crush on him. There's a very big difference between being crushed and being in love. I just thought he was cute. And then I just found our picture from 5th grade, and I wrote babe, like, you know, it was a class photo, and I wrote babe over his photo, like my little 10-year-old handwriting. So I always thought he was cute. It's
Well,
a
you have
funny
to have
photo.
sex with him now, though.
Why? Do you think if he comes here, I have to have sex with him?
Yeah, because if you have
Because he's
a crush
flying
on
cross
him-
country?
Oh yeah, if a guy flies cross country, he's looking to get laid. Like,
For sure, right?
sure,
he's
yeah.
like, he's not like, oh, I hear they have great restaurants in San
yeah,
Francisco.
yeah. If he gives you that line of bullshit, then
Right. He's like, I always wanted to go to Alcatraz. Like,
Yeah.
not that. Like, he's
No,
like,
no.
I want to bone you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that could happen.
Well, that would be the third date because people have sex on the third date.
Usually, 3rd or 4th date.
Yeah, you went on what 2 dates already?
Yep, 2 dates. No
Okay.
sex.
Third date, done deal. It's a
Done deal.
wrap.
I don't know. That's weird.
He's gonna
But
fly
he's going to be
in.
here. What if it's not good and then he's here? What
Then
if it's like
he-
bad sex?
But he has a plane ticket home, so that's
True. Maybe he can make it earlier.
yeah.
I can be like, I think they fly every day, this airlines. So, yeah. And how was your trip? I loved your picture of the vodka for breakfast.
Yes, I had a great time in Las Vegas. I drank a lot of alcohol. I went to some clubs.
Shock.
Had a lot of food. I gained probably 15 more pounds.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm
I
glad you had a good time.
Yeah, I stayed at the Cosmopolitan, which is this
Oh,
brand new
cool.
hotel. It's amazing. Amazing.
And you were there with a chick, so I can't ask
Yeah.
if you hooked up with anyone. Was it fun?
What? I had sex.
You had sex with her. Good.
Yeah, of
well, I
course.
assume. I don't know.
Come
But I
on.
know you're always so ambiguous about it. Like, I don't never know exactly what's happening.
I was like so wasted that I had sex on the balcony of the 31st floor.
Oh.
At like 4 a.m.
That's hot.
So I don't even know if people are watching or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
They probably were. I've had sex
Yeah.
on a hotel balcony, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The second floor?
No. No, I think it was a higher floor. It was in Hawaii once. But Menace, I think most of your sex is blackout sex. I'd like you to try to have not blackout sex. Just once.
No, I do that occasionally.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I just thought
But
that's something
I
to put in your repertoire.
But I like to make it an event. You just like to have sex whenever, whatever. I like to, have a party. And then
Have a party and just be wasted. Right,
Yeah.
I got it. Well, I'm just saying it's something to think about. Sober
Okay.
sex.
All right.
Just, put it in your...
Maybe sometime.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Anyways.
Okay, we've got a special guest here today. We have Reid Mihalko. Hi, Reid.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
Yeah, awesome.
This
So
is the
his-
first time that we're meeting.
I know. We've never met. It's awesome. I've heard so much about you.
I hear about you too.
Uh-oh.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. I hear good stuff about you, too. So Reid's website is Reid, R-E-I-D, about sex. Reid about sex. I like it. It's clever. You've got a great website.
Thank you.
And he's a sex educator, sex expert. We're going to talk about polyamory, tantric sex, whatever you want to talk about.
Dating, all kinds of
Dating,
stuff.
relationships.
And
you kind of do it all.
I get around.
Right.
I'm a
That's
little,
what I heard, too.
I'm a little bit of a sex geek. And just in you guys talking about stuff, I have so many questions.
Oh, okay. Go. We're just free flowing.
Yeah. Well, no, you can start. I don't want to.
No, what were you going to ask? Just go.
I'm interested in for you what's your species in dating? Like, what are your rules for dating? Like,
God.
divorced guy, long distance relationship,
Perfect.
building a home.
Love it.
You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I
wet.
can't. No, building a home, not wet. That kind of stuff doesn't turn me on. Like I would.
But
I
he's setting up shop there. Are you moving to Michigan?
No,
back home
I'm not
anytime
moving back to
soon?
Michigan. No way. I
So
moved
why
away
would you
so
go on a
long
date
ago.
with this guy?
So I'm wasting my time, is what you're saying.
I'm curious.
But it's just
Because you have a crush.
She's on a vacation fling. That's all.
It was a
That's totally
fling.
vacation
Yeah.
sex is great.
I love vacation sex. And I love vacation relationships. Vacation relations is what I call long distance relationships because you're always on vacation. When you're in a long distance relationship, you're always on a vacation. Vacation relation.
And
So I think, yeah.
Did you guys talk about this?
No.
No.
It's on her second date. You think she's gonna?
I'm not
make
like,
life...
well, I really think the master bedroom should be over here.
Let's make life plans.
No. Well,
Was that how you roll?
No,
you fall in love on the second date?
But
it's
he
not about
rolls
love.
with being clear and focused on the 1st date and like laying out all your cards and
I
what you
have
want.
met people at conferences, when I'm teaching or at bars where I will walk up to them because I know when I get like the butterflies, I'm like, ooh, there's something about this person. You're shiny and sparkly. I will go up to people usually, and because I need to know if they're a sex geek. I'm a queer polyamorous slut. Like if you're conservative, Christian, monogamous, want to have kids in 2 years, I'm the devil to you.
Right.
So I need to find this out immediately before we go any further. If you're my species or not, so I have certain rules and bottom lines and guidelines that just make my life a lot easier.
What are those rules?
Well, the first thing, if you're monogamous and want to have kids, like we can hook up, but I can't date you.
Right. You don't want kids.
No, and I'm not monogamous.
Right.
So I'm only going to cause you angst. Like I need to date people that are thrilled that I'm as slutty as I am.
Right.
Or else it's just not going to work because eventually if we fall in love, and there's lots of studies now that kind of some MRI studies that are great where they basically the brain centers that are active when you're in love are the same brain centers that are active when you're hooked on cocaine.
Yep. I've seen those studies. It's like you're going mad. Like you're like addicted.
You're not able to make rational decisions. You're addicted. And so I need to find out if we're a good fit so that if we fall in love and start making irrational decisions 2-3 years later when the love chemistry wears off, you and I might actually be able to salvage a relationship out of this because we're already a good fit. So I'm the person that and I have, make out in the dude's home.
Right.
Awesome. But at the same time, like if he's flying here and expecting to use you for, oh my God, like I've crushed on her since 5th grade, and he's rebuilding his life with you and you're like, no, this is vacation sex.
Right.
I think it's
So that's the kind of
just let
stuff that you
people
talk
know.
about, right? But you're saying your whole thing is like, what's your species? Like I saw that on your website. That's kind of your thing,
Yeah,
right?
date your species.
Date your species. What do you mean by that exactly?
Find people who are a good fit for you.
How do you do that?
You ask them questions.
So do you have like a whole thing of questions that?
He wants to know what your list is. What's your list? The
Yeah.
qualities that
What
you
are-
look for.
What are your rules for dating? I'm sorry to I'm
Yeah.
coming in and I'm running your show right now, but
No, my rules for dating are. I have rules like you should be honest, you should be open to them about what you want. I do believe that you have to talk about what you want, but not on the first or second date.
why not?
I know that you people think that you should.
I walk
but
up to I walk up to people and I'm like, what, do you want to hear my safer sex elevator speech?
My what?
My safer sex elevator speech. That's a really, I'm a big fan of, you should be trying to scare people away.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm a big fan that you should be trying to scare people away from the get-go, because the ones that you don't scare away are the ones who, that's a great place to start.
So
It's kind of radical, but I think a lot of people are running into these issues in their relationships because they're falling in love with perfectly good people that are horrible fits for them.
Right. We all do that. I've been doing that for a really long time.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. So what you're saying is, and I'll tell you about my rule. I mean, my rules are just really like basic, but I live by like, like how I do in all my relationships. Like, I think that you have to be like honest and open about what you want. I think you have to pay attention to red flags. You have to pay attention to because people are who they are, and they show themselves.
So what are some of
they
your red
show
flags?
them like someone who drinks way too much, parties way too much, hates his mother, hates his job, hates his life, like not passionate about something.
Okay. So they don't get the second date.
No, she loves keep on
string
going
them
on
along.
dates with them.
My
Yeah.
past-
she'll never cut it off. Like,
okay.
when have you ever cut it off after the first date, even though you know it's terrible?
Okay, I got to be honest. I'm
You
not
don't.
great at cutting it off after the first date, but it's something that I'm working on.
Okay.
Because I think that I've approached my dates in a lot of ways from my head, not from my heart, and that's something I've been working on as well.
Yeah.
Where I can intellectualize my way into a relationship. I used to do this. I haven't done this in a long time, but I used to be like, oh, well, maybe he's so great, he's so this, and that could work. But I'm not feeling. I'm just more like thinking about it. So I think I could just be like, well, it wasn't so great. I didn't want to rip his clothes off across the table, but I'll go out with him again, and that's wasting my time.
Yeah. Usually.
Right?
And you waste their time.
Exactly.
And this is the thing, like, I mean, my advice is radical. Most people, I think, relationships are going to be work anyway. They're going to be good days and bad days. A car driving up a hill, the engine works harder. That's normal. Most people in their relationship and dating lives are driving around with the parking brake on. There's extra effort that doesn't need to be there. And if you do that all the time, like, you don't notice the smell
Right.
of your brake pads, wearing down. Your
Right.
friends get in the car like, what's that smell? And you're like, what smell? It's always been like this. I'm just going to try harder. And we don't need that extra effort.
So you think that people don't talk about this stuff because they actually don't know it, or they don't want to rocket the boat?
They either don't know it because they weren't role modeled it as kids,
Which
growing
most of
up.
us were not.
Yeah, my mom and dad never sat me down and was like, Reid, this is how your father and I figured out what our rules are in relationships.
Right.
Like, they don't do that.
No.
And then most people are just trying to be loved and appreciated, and the metrics for love in our society, like success, is still duration. And that's the wrong metric. It's like we prove the relationship was worthwhile and our love was strong by making sure it lasts longer.
Right.
And that basically means that you're just going to, like, wear it into the ground until your brake pads, wear down. And then the car just doesn't stop, and then you crash into a building.
Well, the problem is she knows what she wants.
What do you want?
She knows.
He
It's
thinks that I want to be in a polyamorous relationship.
You do. Just give it up already. That's what you want.
I think that I've been exploring it.
I may. How can I help?
Help me.
Okay.
I just think that I typically have been in monogamous relationships that didn't really work.
Okay.
For
Why
a
didn't
lot
they
of,
work?
For a lot of reasons. Because I think they didn't work because I always
Because you like
got
to
restless, and
you like to bang a lot of people.
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I...
Not be exclusive. You're very afraid of being exclusive.
I'm
True or
afraid.
not true?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
afraid of being exclusive. And I always felt like I got pressured into every relationship, or like they were like, we really want to commit. And I'm like, really? Already? Like, I hate the boyfriend-girlfriend terms. I hate all that stuff. Makes me like itch. I'm uncomfortable. So, so I've been exploring it and having people like you on the show and talking and reading, going to workshops, all that stuff. But I haven't really been with anyone who
So
is.
I'm just here for you to suck my brain dry? Is that
Exactly.
it?
I'm sucking your
Oh
brain.
My God.
Do you mind if I suck your brain? I do that to all my guests.
I like brain
I suck
sex.
their brains.
Okay.
So, okay.
So I'm here for brain sex.
Yeah, brain sex. I love brain sex.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. So but
Drink
also it's
deep.
for my listeners.
Stay
It's not just
thirsty,
for
my
me.
friend.
This
Yeah.
is not just for me. This is
Yes.
for our
This
listeners.
is for your listeners.
It is, but I think that men seem to think, and I don't think that I've totally, because I think it has to do with I guess, you know what? Maybe I have flawed way of thinking that I've thought, like, I'll meet somebody. I feel like it's about another person. Like, I would meet somebody and then we would make our own relationship happen in whatever way. But
Yeah, be the change you want to see in the bedroom.
exactly.
Like if you're waiting for
Be
somebody
the person
else
you want
do
to
it,
find, all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's not even cliche, but like, I mean, it is a cliche. It's said all the time. But the idea that you actually have to start saying no to things to start finding your yeses. And the idea that when you start to, even if you just hazard a guess, so I think I'm non-exclusive. I think I'm, non-monogamous or monogamish. You have to start implementing that. So that means, like, for me, when I meet somebody that, oh my God, you're awesome, and they're like, yeah, I'm monogamous, I'm like, have a great day.
Right.
Nah, see,
Well,
the problem,
I mean,
that's where the problem comes in,
Here's
because
the problem.
she won't say "have a great day."
Well, and
she'll stay.
but this is the thing. Like, I'm not even saying like I'm
Because I haven't totally committed to that's what I want.
Well, you got to try.
I did try.
And I'm not telling you to be poly. I'm not saying polyamory and non-monogamy is more evolved.
Right.
I'm saying, find if relationships are music. We all went to conservatory. Classical music, monogamy is what we were taught.
Exactly. That's all we were taught.
And, you might roomed with somebody at conservatory who was this great classical musician who just loved classical. It just came out of them. They couldn't get enough of Bach. But you're a jazz musician, but you don't know it because nobody gave you permission.
Right.
So until you say, I'm going to try being non-monogamous and actually trying it out, it's really hard to figure out
right.
what makes you happiest. And sometimes you have to try something out to be like, wow, that's not me. And people don't give themselves that permission. If you're monogamous, I want you to be monogamous.
Right.
Because you will make a monogamous person very happy. So date your species.
Right. That's what you mean by date your species, going back to that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a slut. My life works really well when I date sluts. They get it. How do
you find them?
I will show you.
Okay.
I don't like when you do that with the whole deep voice thing. It's frightening.
It scares you.
Yeah. Like, how do you even pick up on people by doing that?
But that's the thing, is the people that find me silly and goofy.
Yeah.
Those are
and
the
are
ones
not
you
afraid.
like. People who like his deep voice.
Because I'm a goofball. Like, I'm the golden retriever on espresso of sex and relationships geeks, right? If you need a serious person who's really intense, like, I'm not going to make you happy.
Right.
Like, I'm the one cracking jokes in bed.
So how many people are you sleeping with right now?
Well, nobody. Right
Not
now.
at this moment, but in your orbit.
In my orbit, I got tested yesterday.
Awesome.
And the clinician was like, so how many partners do you have right
this.
now? And I'm like, this month?
Right.
Or like in usual? I said 28 last
This month?
night.
This month, 28.
I think I have if you look at my love life like it's an electron,
Right.
there's the nucleus and then there's all the electron shells orbiting around it. It's an atom. I probably have about 28 electrons.
Right.
And then there are other atoms that come by sometimes and we form a molecule or
Now,
Right.
this is like 28 on your contact list that you can just call
there's more
anytime.
than that, but I'm
Well, you're
just
28, like...
there's at least 28 people that I see
Regularly.
every year.
Okay, and now these
And-
28 people know what's going on?
I will not sleep with somebody unless they know, because it's unethical. It's unethical of me to sleep. I sleep with so many people that
And you
need
sleep
to
with
know
men
that.
and women.
Yes.
Right.
Now it's hard for me when I find men that I really want to get it on with. Mostly it's women, but every once in a while, yes.
Okay. Got it. So all these women you're with are like, they're also sluts or polyamorous too.
Yes.
Or they just say, but don't you find the ones who are like, oh yeah, I'm totally polyamorous, but then they fall in love with you?
Yeah, and then I'm like, well,
And then you
that's
end it.
stupid.
Right.
What do you think I was lying to
Right,
you when I
right,
told you
right,
all
right.
these things?
It's important to tell what you want.
Yeah.
So how do you find the sluts?
Menace is like, sign me up. Can I have some of
No,
this
I'm
context?
just asking.
No, well, I mean, for me, they're usually sex geeks, so I find my lovers and my friends from other lovers and friends. Also, professionally speaking, when I'm teaching at conferences and things like that, like that's kind of how my social networking happens.
And then the people who are attending your conferences are obviously more open to.
Well, yeah, and then I'm like
Polyamory.
This is what's interesting is people when they look at me are like, "Wow, Reid, you just talked to that person for 5 minutes and then you hooked up." But what they don't understand is in that 5 minutes, the conversation that we're having, I'm going through a lot of information and vetting whether they're a good fit or not. I don't take my casual sex casually. So what they don't see is the other 50 people I talk to, and I'm like, oh, you're awesome, but this would be a horrible idea for us to get it on.
Right.
You know, but they see me have a 5-minute conversation and pick somebody up, and everyone already knows I'm very promiscuous. So like, oh, there's Reid doing his thing. He sleeps with everybody. Technically, no.
Technically, yes.
No, because I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be sleeping with somebody if I slept with everybody.
You probably just slept with someone this morning, and then you were a little late, so... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I didn't have sex this morning.
You didn't?
I'm saving myself.
My friends in the gay community say, though, it's...
For me?
Mm-hmm.
He's saving himself for me.
Yeah. Maybe
Perfect.
you too, Menace. I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
No, Menace Menace needs to be wasted, and you need to have a vagina.
Drunk sex is hard for me.
Yeah, me
like
too.
Super drunk sex. Like
I don't get that drunk.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker.
My friends in the gay community tell me, though, it's just a look. It's not really a conversation. They say, I just look over across the club or the bar, and then we just leave.
Yeah, but that's more...
It's like 5 minutes into being there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like that. I in certain situations, I can be like if we're in a play party environment where things have already been kind of set up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if I'm looking for community, ultimately. Like, even if we just have a casual hookup, you know, I'm getting to know you. Some people love having deep conversations with people. Right?
Oh, that's so boring.
Yeah, but I love having those deep conversations with my body. Mm-hmm. So we can get to know each other, but at the same time, I'm also trying to figure out, like, are we a good fit for being friends and fuck buddies? And not everybody's a good fit.
Right.
And I don't want to risk you and I having a really powerful physical experience, and now all of a sudden we start imprinting on each other and falling in love, and then we start making kooky, unrational decisions. And then it's 3 years later when the love drugs worn off that I realize that we're a bad fit, but socially we have to wait for the train wreck for us to get out.
Sounds similar to me in some ways, because I believe that the love hormone, whatever, runs out after 3 years. Mm-hmm. And then you're just kind of like silently suffering through monogamy. And then you had kids at that time, so then you got to like not have sex because of the kids.
That's not how you think of every single relationship.
But I think it's kind of true.
But it's not just monogamy. There are people that are suffering through polyamory.
Yeah,
There's
no, right. That's what I was saying
suffering...
before you came in. That all relationships take work, and you suffer in all relationships. And you have great joy in all relationships, too. But to say that like polyamory is any harder than monogamy, I think is false. Hard is hard.
No,
struggles
relationships are hard.
Relationships are hard,
period.
No matter what.
Like, they're work. So show up to work hard. But if you're doing, you know, it's like you know, if you love math and calculus is kicking your ass, you still love math. You know, but people date your species so that you're in the math class that you want to be in, so that even when it's hard, you're like, this is hard, but I love it.
People have to do work though around figuring out what their species are, right? And that's what your
what do you think your species are? Yeah, I teach a lot of different things. Like today, I'm teaching a kissing workshop.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the species. You're just asking me what my species are. I just think I go with like who I'm attracted to and who I don't know. I mean, I don't think that I have. I'm sure I have a species, but it's since I'm still trying to figure out.
Actually, can we go from the beginning? Can you ask her what her species?
Oh yeah, that's good.
So what do you think your species is then?
I've never really thought about that. I mean, I guess I don't think that I have a type. Isn't that kind of like what you're asking in a way, or like what kind of guys do I date? I date all different kinds of guys.
No, like what are the main qualities? See, she dodges it all the time.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm not dodging.
You're dodging.
No, I'm not dodging.
It's not dodging if people haven't really thought about it this way.
Yeah. What's your species?
I can tell you right now.
What?
I want to be in an exclusive relationship. Okay. I want somebody that's a hard worker, that has their own thing going on, that works as much as I do. Black hair, not a blonde. That's like 3 qualities right there.
That's great.
Can you come up with one?
Yeah. I just already said earlier, I like someone who is passionate about their life, passionate about something in their life. Like they're not like miserable. They're not the victim. They're like have a good heart. Tall. I like tall. That's my superficial trait. But I do short if I have to.
Okay.
And you have to.
And yeah. And
That's
I like good family, likes his family, like doesn't hate his mom, or like doesn't. It's just like all around like good, like not a mean person.
So this could be why you're falling in love or dating good people,
Good people
who are bad fits for you.
Right.
Like it used to be for our great grandparents. If you married a good person,
right,
and they didn't beat you or drink too much,
right,
then oh my God, you got off lucky.
Right.
If you have good kids and they're healthy, and your kids have good kids, and you're still together, you win at the game of life, right? That's not what we need now in relationships. The reasons why we stay together are a lot more complex. So you need to make your decisions be a little bit more complex, or else you're just rolling the dice. Not that people don't fall in love with somebody who's a good fit for them, never having done the homework. But if you're not doing
the homework, yeah.
So like here's an idea. How do you do you like shoes?
You love shoes.
It's a loaded question to ask a woman.
I'm obsessed.
So you'll just buy any kind of shoe as long as it fits right, as long as it's comfortable to walk in.
5-inch heels.
Oh, we'll say more about that. Why are you so specific?
4 to 5-inch heels.
But a good pair of flats is a decent shoe.
Uncomfortable.
It'll get you anywhere
I can't walk in flats. I fall in flats.
Okay. So why aren't you being specific in your relationships? Because basically you're dating a perfectly decent pair of flats and you're not happy and it's not their fault. And then you take it out on them. Subconsciously.
I know what you're saying. And I don't take it out on them, but I know what you're saying. Because I feel like most people blame the other person in relationships, but I feel like I do blame myself. Because I feel like most people, people I've dated, they're not evil, they're not wrong, they're not bad guy. It's just a matter of like not a good fit. But I think when I was younger, I used to be like, well, he's this and he's that, and these are all the problems. But I think that if it's not really what you want, it doesn't mean that something's wrong with that person. It's more like me, myself.
So like, what are your bottom lines? Like, how do you know, what are the things you would never do in a relationship or somebody would you be like, wow, like we're done? Like we're breaking up right now. Like what are some of your
Someone
bottom
hit
lines?
me?
Okay, perfect. Awesome. I don't need the excuse as to why you hit me. We're done. Please
Right.
get your CDs and move.
Right.
Okay.
See, I think that's what we pinpointed, though, is that she's afraid to tell people up front these things, right?
Well, yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But I
This is
think
another
that's what-
therapy session. Jesus,
No, but
I have
no.
so much therapy.
But your relationships, your dating will become more fun.
I agree.
And
I
so
totally think
have
this
so
is
much
useful.
more ease when you start. Like you will define most of your dating life by what you say no to, which is a radical conversation, especially for women in this culture, because we're all afraid we're going to be alone.
Right.
You know, and then my next question as a sex geek is, well, do you have community of friends around you?
Yeah.
Where you're getting a lot of your
See,
monkey
I
needs
do.
met.
This is
Okay,
what I'm
good.
saying. I have the most amazing friends, very close group of friends. I don't feel like alone. I'm not afraid I'm going to be alone because I have so many. I've recreated my family in San Francisco, and so I don't ever feel lonely or alone.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be nice to meet someone, whatever. But I don't. I feel like I'm always going to have that in my life. Like I get that.
So okay, and now we think that you might want to explore or be non-monogamous, like intentionally non-monogamous.
Right, intentionally.
Okay, which means you should probably be vetting for and looking to date or go on for coffee with people who are already non-monogamous.
Right.
Well, see, here's the hitch. This is the hitch right here. You ready?
I'm just going to step out.
You ready for the hitch?
Yeah.
Okay. She wants to be polyamory, but the person that she's polyamorous, sorry.
Yeah.
But the person that she's dating
This is
can't
not true.
date anybody else.
That's not true. Menace made that up.
No.
But you can find that.
Come on.
Honey,
Is
I've
that
never
true or not
said
true?
that. It's not true.
You have.
It doesn't
You
make
have.
sense. It doesn't
It
make
does
sense.
make sense. It could be possible.
Am I going to find some guy who's like, cool, go out and bang whoever. I'm just going to be home here, watching sports.
I know some of them.
That's the guy that you
like
want.
they're out there. That really what you're talking
Oh.
about is a polymono
See?
relationship.
That's what you want. You want the
That's
guy
not what I want.
that will be
I don't know
exclusive to you.
She
and
doesn't
then
know what she wants yet.
And she'll sleep
Okay,
with anybody who she
would
wants
you
to sleep
would you
with.
date a slut like me?
Would I date you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm flexible.
So here are some of the other questions, right? Like if we're gonna have so now we're vetting each other, right? Because for me, I want to vet you before I go out on a date.
Right.
It's just easier, and I think a lot of people think dating for them is when they start the conversation, or it's like the third date is when we start the conversation. If we should really be trying to look at each other for a relationship, so you first find out if you're dating for fun. Like if you're dating just because you like social interactions, you like people, you're a people
Right.
geek, or if you just want to have sex with nice people, or are you dating to find out if you're looking for somebody for partnership?
Right.
I know those things. Like, why are you even dating?
Right.
And then asking. This is why I bring it up really quickly when I'm dating people or looking to date them. When I tell you all the scary stuff about me, then I go, what about you? And what you say in those next 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes tells me volumes about how self-aware you are, where you are in your own relationships, what you like, what you don't like. So I want to that's the quickest way for me to find out your emotional IQ. And I don't need people to be perfect, but I need people to be self-aware.
Right.
Or else what are we doing? I'm having a relationship or going on a date with a zombie, and if I'm like playing therapist, you better be paying me.
Right. No, I agree. I need and that's another one of my bottom lines. Someone who's done his work on himself, knows who he is.
Yeah, but you're not self-aware. You're afraid of giving yourself the answers.
Being afraid is different than...
I'm so self-aware.
Okay, but you're afraid to be true to what the answers really are.
Well, because
I'm
culture's not giving her permission.
My culture's not giving me any permission
to be monogamish or any of that stuff. And I'm sitting here like, so back to dating me. Would you date somebody like me?
I don't really know yet. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the fact that I will occasionally bang dudes, it doesn't bother you, or ideally is like, I think that's hot.
I don't think that's hot.
You?
I don't think that's hot.
I don't think that's hot. What if me and another dude were banging you?
That'd be hot.
That would be hot.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
I'd be down with that.
So you would have a better chance of having.
Oh,
there are a lot of people that don't want threesomes.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't want to do that.
And that's the thing is, like, it's okay not to like stuff. Like and sometimes the only way you know is, well, I have to try it because why? I've never tried it. And like, wow, like a guy girl threesome, not my thing, But if you're sitting there like as a sex and relationship geek and you're like, that might be my thing, then it's really helpful if you date.
I wouldn't
people.
say no.
Yeah, you'd be willing to explore it.
For sure.
Okay, and the fact that I have a lot of partners doesn't turn you off.
No.
Okay, does it turn you on?
No.
No. Okay, that's really good to know. So already there, like you and I would need to have a more conversation about that because
But it doesn't turn me off or on. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's who you are. Like
yeah. But if we're going to date for like 2 or 3 years, like I'm sleeping with like
hundreds
20
of
to
people.
100 people
Hundreds
a year.
hundreds of people.
Like you're going to have to step up if you want to keep up.
No, it's not. It's
not about that.
Work
Explain
harder.
to me your relationships. Walk me through, like, do you have a primary partner?
I have a primary partner. Her
that
name's Allison.
And you've had her for a long time?
Yeah. She and I have been together for almost 5 years now.
Okay. And how does it work? Break it down. Do you live together?
Yeah, we live together.
Okay.
We share a space. We share a lot of friends and lovers. We both sleep with the same people.
Okay.
I'm more slutty than she is. She's kind of like slut light.
Right.
And she's used to identify as a lesbian. Now she's just queer. I'm queer.
Right.
Every once in a while she's attracted to a dude, but mostly it's women. So
but she's attracted to you, obviously.
Yeah.
And how often do you guys have sex, living together after 5 years?
Oh, a couple of times a week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, unless I'm on the road, And
right.
So, at least.
So do you call that, is that your girlfriend? Or is that your...
Yeah, she's my partner. She's my primary partner.
Your
do
partner.
You fill her in on all the 28 people that you slept with last week?
She's usually around when I'm sleeping with the 28 people.
And she doesn't care?
Sometimes she has jealousy. But
right, because jealousy comes up, which is a big thing.
Yeah. Well, it's not even a big thing. Like, it's normal.
Totally, right.
Like, and our culture's like, jealousy, it means something's wrong with your relationship. It's not. Something's not wrong. It's wrong if it's destroying your relationship, but jealousy is normal.
Right.
Envy's normal. People get jealous, in the workplace about somebody getting a promotion. That doesn't mean you're in the wrong job.
Right. I agree. Jealousy is totally normal. You have to learn. Then that's one of the big things that challenges for being in a polyamorous relationship, I think, is jealousy comes up way more.
It's challenging in monogamy.
It is challenging in monogamy. You're right.
I approach jealousy like it's asthma. Know your triggers, learn how to avoid your triggers, or, get inoculated to those triggers.
It's so true, knowing your triggers. I think that's so smart with jealousy. Like, because people are triggered over different things. Like,
absolutely.
I'm never jealous about other women. That's just my thing. Like, I never think, oh, I wish I could be like her. Why does he like her? But maybe I'll get jealous if, like, he doesn't call or said he would. Not jealous, or I'll think, oh, what's he doing? Like, he's not. It's ego. It's all ego mostly. But
you've never gotten jealous ever.
Not really. I mean,
Never.
I've gotten jealous if, like, not because I think this woman or this person was, like, better or whatever, or, like, hotter or cuter. I don't think like that. I feel like my mind doesn't go to jealousy. It really doesn't. Like, that's not, like, a primary thing for me. Like, in relationships, I'm usually pretty open and, like, whatever. I'm confident enough. But I've been jealous very few times in my life. Maybe I'm just out of touch with it. I'm pretty, like, open. Like, I'm trusting and I'm open and I'm, like, the more, more the merrier. I don't get jealous, no.
All right.
Is that weird?
You must be the only woman on the planet that
I'm sure I
never
have.
gets
Like,
jealous.
But that thing is, like, everyone's different. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Some people don't get jealous.
Have you met a person that never gets jealous?
I don't get jealous very often, which is problematic
But
because
you do.
when jealousy does come up,
Oh.
it like wreaks havoc on me because I'm not used to it coming up all the time. People who get jealous all the time can actually learn how to navigate
Exactly.
it, and like their jealousy muscles are kind of well
right?
honed.
It's a muscle. It totally
Yeah.
is a muscle. You have to learn how to deal with it. And I liked what your triggers. Yeah,
But
knowing
we
what
don't
your triggers
talk
are.
about it like that in our culture, and this is the beginning of it. Like you need to talk about sex and relationships more with the people that you're potentially looking to date.
Hi, can I talk to Emily? I have a question for her.
This is Emily.
Oh, hi. I was wondering if you were in a poly relationship, would you ever worry that your significant others would get jealous of each other?
Would my significant others get jealous of each other? Yeah, they probably would. I would think that would happen, but it's something that you have to work on.
You think they would fight over you?
No, I think that jealousy could occur in that situation. Sure, anything's possible.
Would you keep them separate?
Well, in the past I have. Like, when I've done my polyamory thing, it was more like an open relationship. It was like we were dating other people, but he didn't want to know about anyone I was dating. You know what I mean?
Don't
so it
ask,
wasn't
don't
don't ask,
tell.
don't tell, which doesn't work.
Repeal that.
I'm sorry, tell me your name.
Lola,
Lola. That's a good name.
do you think it would affect your long-term relationships with any of them?
Do I think it would affect my long-term What do you mean, if they got jealous?
Yeah, like you could have one long-term relationship with one of them, but other ones might kind of rotate through because they might get jealous.
Yeah, I think anything's possible.
Can I speak to
Yeah.
the jealousy piece? Hi, Lola. It's Reid. The jealousy piece, I think, is really usually about or indicates that there are other needs in the relationship for them that aren't being met or haven't been expressed. So the idea of when people are feeling jealous, do they have the emotional IQ and the courage to tell you, I'm feeling jealous? And then, to try to work through, like, what's going on, like, what's the need underneath? Like, am I feeling insecure about our relationship? Then I can offer, can you give me reassurance that things are fine? When you start to break down what your needs are and be able to speak up and get some of those needs addressed, not always from your partner,
Right.
sometimes from your community or your other lovers, then there's a tendency for jealousy to kind of, subside.
Okay. Got it. Thanks, Lola. We got another call coming in. Okay.
Sorry.
Hi, you're on the Sex with Emily show. Who's calling?
Hi, Ellie.
Yes.
Hey, I have a question for you. My name's Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Are you masturbating right now? You seem long-winded.
I'm wondering, do you believe in a polyamorous lifestyle?
Do I believe in it?
Yes.
Absolutely, I believe in it. I believe that it exists in the world. What do you mean, do I believe in it? Yes. For myself?
Do you believe it works?
Yeah, I do believe it works. I believe it works for some people, and I believe it doesn't work for other people. Do you? Are you wondering about that for yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, have you ever tried it?
Not officially.
Not out in the open.
Not out in
And
the open.
unofficially?
Unofficially. I've been playing with it.
Do you think that somebody could have that type of relationship
How so?
for life?
Yeah, for sure. Many people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, polyamory is totally, I believe in it. I believe it exists. I know people in polyamorous relationships who are super healthy and open and honest and all that stuff.
Okay, then. How can I get my girlfriend to bring home a girl?
That's a really good question. Menace says alcohol. Well, does she want to? Have you
I
talked to her
believe she
about it?
does.
You believe she does? You got to talk to her about it first. It's not the kind of thing that
I
you can
have.
just spring out. You have, and she said she wants to?
She says that she's into it and would be willing to try.
And, okay, and
But,
try, yeah.
we're wondering, like, how would we hit on or pick up girls that would want both of us as a couple, not just one of us alone.
I have an
Reid's
answer.
raising
I
his
know the
hand.
answer.
He
I know
knows.
the
Okay,
answer.
go ahead, Reid. We've got an expert here.
Yeah. So Andrew,
Another one.
I teach a workshop called Negotiating Successful Threesomes, and so
Of course you do.
Of course I do. The best advice I have for you is for you and your partner to talk about the kind of person, like what are the qualities of the woman that you would want to have in your bed.
What species of woman?
What species of woman are you looking to invite? And then I would recommend going to workshops or conferences or events where people who are actively practicing non-monogamy are going to, whether it's a swingers, event or polyamorous event or just like, general sex geeks, kind of gathering. And then from that pond, start fishing for that person. You're going to get a much worse return on your investment trying to hit on the girl at the end of the bar or at your gym.
Right.
Because there's a good chance that they're not interested in a threesome. So I think you can alleviate a lot of your problems by upgrading the kind of person that you're looking for and starting with the fact that there's somebody who's already interested in open relationships or threesome type sex.
Emily, how do you lock down your threesomes?
My threesomes have all been very organic.
Yeah?
Yeah, like they weren't
Thank you,
hadn't
caller.
been negotiated. Thank you.
Yeah.
They had to be it wasn't in a committal relate. We were all sort of fluid.
Just hanging out?
Just kind of hanging out and all
Drinking
kind of
wine?
flowed.
It just happened?
Yeah.
Or what?
Mm,
No, were you all
Exactly.
friends? Or
Yeah, we were all friends. And it was like perfect.
So that's...
I've had yeah.
So how would somebody lock down a
Somebody would
threesome?
lock down a threesome. I think by you have to discuss all this stuff ahead of time. That you have to discuss what your rules are. If you're in a committed relationship, I was not. None of us were committed, so that was more fluid and it worked because none of us had expectations or had, But if you're in a committed relationship, you have to like have those talks beforehand and see like are you allowed to kiss the person? Are you going to have sex with the person?
So do you like group sex?
Group sex. I've had
Or
threesomes.
groups try to rehabilitate this person?
I would probably try a little bit because I'm kind of like, oh, well, maybe it was just a bad kiss that first time. I haven't had that many bad kissers in my life, really. But I know that people do, and a lot of people, they're like, man, it's a deal breaker, right?
Yeah, no.
Or he just doesn't kiss them, he just has sex with them and doesn't kiss
It's
them.
more like Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, no kissing?
No kissing if they're a bad kisser. Like
Okay.
I'll kiss them for a little bit because that's what you're supposed to do. But if they're a bad kisser, then I'll still have sex with them.
If they're bad at fellatio, will you let them blow you?
No, I won't.
Okay.
I'll tell them.
See, like standards, bottom line.
Yeah.
This is good. Your rules.
Yeah.
No bad blowjobs.
No.
Yeah.
I'll tell them they're bad too.
Life is too short for a bad blowjob.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
All right.
It's totally true.
So kissing for you.
Kissing
Okay.
is really important.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay. I'm running a kissing workshop,
Okay.
and I need a demo model.
What do you mean?
I need somebody to make out with, to demonstrate certain kissing. It's called the full body kiss. And I think you should come and to my workshop and be my demo model if you're free. I know you're a busy person.
When is it?
Huh? It's happening later.
Okay.
It's happening tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. What do I have to do? I have to wait. Okay. Back up.
Yeah. See, this is good. See, you're flustered. I like this.
No, I would.
And you're quiet, so we must be
I'm
doing
just
something
thinking
right.
like I'm trying to figure out what you meant by a full body kiss.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What does that mean?
A lot of people think kissing is just about using their mouth, and
Mm-hmm.
they forget that they have a rest of the body, and they forget that their partner has a rest of the body. So the idea is some people are just bad kissers because they just don't know what to do with the rest of it, and they do all the wrong stuff with the rest of their body.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a lot to be done with the mouth and whatnot as well.
Or are you talking about like holding the face when you kiss somebody?
Yeah,
and
how
stuff
do you
like
hold
that?
the body? Using pressure, using body weight. There's lots of things that I get really geeky about this stuff. There's ways you can activate the pelvic floor muscles, the PC muscles, when you're making out that will enhance somebody else's experience.
Really?
When because she loves the people going down there, you know? See, I like to keep it clean.
Yeah.
She
This
loves that.
This is a family show?
Yeah.
So she
Disney.
Once you said full body kiss, that's what she's thinking.
No,
Like cunnilingus.
I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
No, because that's
your favorite thing.
But that's a cunnilingus workshop.
I do love
like,
it.
If I wanted to do a cunnilingus workshop,
Then what is a full body kiss? Were you talking about
He's
like?
talking about incorporating your whole body.
You'll have
Do you
to
wanna
come to the workshop.
Hell no, I'm not coming over.
So explain to me what I have to do
Why
with this
not?
workshop.
You might learn something.
Back up. I'm your
No.
kissing model.
Yeah.
So
if you want to be,
what would I do?
you would.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the Sex with Emily show. How can we help you?
Can you hold on one second?
Hold on one second.
Hold on one second. Can you agree with me that she should just try on her next date for her to just put it all out on the table in the beginning for 1 second?
Hold on a minute, please.
Just like put it out on the table exactly what she wants.
Yeah.
Like right in the beginning.
I not only do I agree, I think that most people should be trying that approach.
Right. But I'm still trying to figure it out, so I don't know that I'm...
Because you're role modeling from the get-go. Talk to me openly and honestly. Don't give me the bullshit. Don't give me the facade of what you think I want. Most people are asking for what they think they can get, not being who they are. So I'm trying to position myself so that you're attracted to me rather than just being me and let you figure out if you're attracted to me or not.
So you should do that on your next date.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
What do you mean?
I'm doing it. I'm just trying to figure out. We lost our call. But...
That's cool. They'll call back.
Okay.
Well, just why not try it out for just like
one time? I will. I still think that I'm not committed to saying that would want to be in a non-monogamous relationship. I'm exploring it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. Okay.
See what they say.
I'll do that. I'll do that ASAP. My next date, whenever
next
that
date,
is.
You'll say, "Look, I'm looking to, have an exclusive relationship, but maybe I sleep with a couple other people."
I don't know.
Are you working out some fantasy here?
No, but I just want.
You can live vicariously through her.
I have been doing a radio show with this woman for 6 to 7 years now.
Yes.
And day one, I know what the hell she wants, but she will not admit it.
That's not true. It's evolved over time.
Call.
Oh,
all right.
You got a caller. Thank God. Saved by the caller. Hi. Welcome to the Sex with Emily show. Who am I speaking with?
Go ahead.
Hi. Is this Emily?
This is Emily.
No, it's
This
Jan.
is Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I have a question for Emily. Have you ever been to an orgy or in an orgy?
I've never been in an orgy before. Have you? What?
No, but has any of you?
Yes.
Reid has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in one
yesterday. He just came from
4 days ago.
He was zipping up his pants when he walked in the door.
It's a button fly.
Does it smell as bad as you would imagine it would?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't smell as bad as you would imagine it would. Your imagination will usually run, and get the best of you.
You've been to orgy parties, though, right?
I've been to play parties and
You've seen
sex
it
parties.
happen.
Yeah, I've seen it happen, but I've never participated personally.
Are you curious about going to an orgy and you have concerns about what it might smell like?
Caller?
Hello?
Yeah, I would love to. I would like to go to an orgy. I think I'd like to go to an orgy with Emily. Do you want to go, Emily? Would you go?
Would I go to an orgy?
First, you have to be older than 12.
I don't know who it is.
You sound like you have some issues.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You have
I'm
some
just
daddy
shy.
issues. That's why you sound like you're 12 years old.
Menace.
I have never been to an orgy, but I'm a little nervous about it. I've been invited.
You've been invited. You should totally go, and you should go. I don't know that I'm the person to go with you, but I think that you should go with someone that you feel safe with. Are you
Wait,
dating
didn't
anyone?
You sent an intern on an orgy party.
I
too.
did. I send my interns. My intern will go with you.
What should you do? How do you start it?
How do you start the orgy? Well, it was like a play party that they went to, and it was like a. Why are you laughing?
I'm curious. I just want to hear.
Yeah,
what you
she
have to say.
she sent an intern to an orgy.
I did. She asked me if she could go. It wasn't an orgy. It was like a play party, whatever.
Yeah,
And
okay.
they had
That's
public
the same
sex.
thing, right?
It's
Sure.
it's very similar. It's what the kids are calling play parties or orgies these days, or play
Yeah,
parties.
you're right. The play party. So yes, and I did send my intern there, and she had a wonderful time. But I didn't send her. She asked me if I could hook her up with something, and she had public sex for the first time, which was awesome. She had a great time. I have not done that per se.
But you've seen them.
Totally
in
seen it.
action,
Totally
up
seen
close.
it. Yes. I have to just see if I'm in the mood to go. I can't say I'm going to go with you, sweetie, but I think you should find a friend to go with you for sure. Someone that you feel comfortable and safe with, and go try it out.
Okay, I would like to try it.
I think you should. Thank you. Okay.
Have
bye.
fun with that. What? No, I'm just saying.
He likes to be mean to
Don't-
Colin.
no.
Have you been to a play party yet?
God,
No, I don't. No.
Why not?
Menace is
not my
very
thing.
conservative and needs to have more experiences in his life sexually.
Why?
He's
Why
very
do I have
limited.
to do that? I know what I want. I don't need to go explore more. When you know what you want, you don't need to go explore more. Like
I
you've been
concur.
doing forever.
No, I concur. Like you don't need to. I mean, but I think for some people, if they're curious about stuff, like first off, going to a play party doesn't mean you're going to have sex. Like voyeurism is participation.
Right.
You know, you can go to Disney World and not ride any of the rides. And I think for some people, just the titillation and the excitement of doing something edgy or out of the box is the kind of stuff that is fun to do with a partner or by yourself, just for your own wow, what's the world like? And a lot of people don't give themselves that kind of permission when it comes to sex and relationships, because it's going to be bad or it's going to ruin my relationship.
I think you'd like it.
A sex party? Seriously?
I don't know. I just think
Why
you're
would I like
closed-minded.
it?
I just want to shake you, open you up.
Why am I closed-minded?
How come you guys aren't dating? This is like a rom-com right now.
Really? Why?
7 years and living vicariously through her.
I don't live
Is this the
vicariously.
twist
I
at the
do
end of the
not-
show? You guys
Dude,
kiss?
I do not want to have the relationship life that she has. No way.
You're protesting a little too much.
Why? No, I'm just saying.
I'm busting your balls.
You think we're just kidding.
I'm just saying I don't want to have the same relationship because I want to find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. I believe in that still.
It's and it's out there.
Yeah.
Good luck.
When you date
and
your
good
species.
luck with your lifestyle.
Thanks, honey. Talk to you soon. Yeah, we got to wrap this up, peeps.
Oh, why are you cutting it off?
I'm not. Because we do. We're running out of time. But I love you both. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
No, it's not. I agree. I'm just
why
saying.
You say I'm closed-minded because I know what I want?
I just feel like because I'm not sure
just because
you do.
I don't want to go to wild sex parties.
I think that sexually,
and have threesomes. Well, I do want to have a threesome, but I'm just saying, go bang multiple people, be polyamorous.
I just think you need to explore more and not only have drunken sex. I'm just saying, mix it up.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying for you, Menace. That's all I want for you. Sex that you're not drunken.
You should find somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. I'm so tired right now. I'm trying to get that sentence out.
Yeah, I should, but I'm probably not going to. But we'll see.
No. But you can find. Don't make it about duration, people. Make it about honesty and depth.
Honesty and depth.
They don't make 75-year anniversary cards anymore, for the most part. Why? It's not because people aren't living long enough. Stop making it about duration. If you find somebody and you guys end up being a good fit for the rest of your life, awesome. I think it's more important if you have the integrity to be like, you know what? I don't think this is working anymore. I think our needs are changing, and I think we need to transition that relationship. That's having balls. And a lot of people aren't doing that, and they're miserable. And life is too short.
You brought up some very good points today about dating your species and stating what you need and what your wants are on the first date or second date.
And we get to make out in public.
And we're going to make out in public. I'm making out in public. I've never done that. I mean, I've made out in public, but not for a workshop.
All right.
Sign me up, right? It's the continued learning, Sex with Emily.
Yes.
Okay, everyone, that's Reid Mihalko. You can find him at Reid, REID, aboutsex.com. Reid, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been awesome. Menace, you're cute, rock star.
What?
Love you, mean it.
I always seem like you want to murder me.
I don't. Actually, today I don't want to murder you at all. Thanks, everyone, for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com.